I used to think that I wasn't fine enough. And I used to think that I wasn't right enough. But I won't waste my time trying to figure out why you're playing games, what's this all about? And I can't believe you're hurting me. I met your girl, what a difference. You ain't seen in her, you ain't seen in me. But I guess it was all just make-believe. Whoa, whoa, love. Yo, what's up? What's good? Once again, it's on. Back at you one more again. Real Kids TV. We in this motherfucker like kitchen sinks, you heard me? Now, before I get into today's story, if you will, understand that I'm the self-proclaimed Mr. 30 Minutes or Better. Meaning that anytime I drop a story, it's guaranteed to be 30 minutes or better. So if you're on your way to work, at work, you don't feel like being there, as we so often don't. You're on your way home from work, you need to laugh, you need to cry. Perhaps you need to lay down and take a nap. Or you're trying to go to sleep at night, depending on whatever time you're listening to or viewing this video. Or you're just in the mood for a good old-fashioned true, keyword being true, penitentiary / life story / life experience. This is the channel for you. If you like your 8 to 12 to 15-minute videos, absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But at Real Kids TV, it's 30 minutes or better. So with all that being said and wrapped up into one big old nutshell, if you will, there is a message. As you can see, I'm extra excited today. I've been under the weather all week long. I'm still under the weather a little bit, but nevertheless, I'm out of the house. You know what I mean? Went back to work today or whatever, so I'm just extra excited. You know, it takes something sometimes in life to really make you understand the blessings that you truly, truly have. So being down in a few days, I missed you all, and I'm sure you missed me as well. But like I said, there is a message. So we're going to take this thing all the way back. Right around, I don't know, 2008, 2009. Who's really counting? Now, before I get into today's story, let me know where you're chiming in from as I drink my lemon water. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky. Jump in the comments and let me know where you're chiming in from. Oh, had a hard time getting the top off. Nevertheless, I'm not in the pen. I'm at one of these little punk-ass rinky-dink Class D jails that they send you to in Kentucky. Now, for you all that don't know, I'll explain to you. And you all that already know what the Class D systems are, bear with me. Be mindful. Everybody doesn't know. Class D facility is, they don't always send you to prison. Prison is a business, as I always mention. So, being that it's a business, the number one objective is to keep the beds filled. You got private prisons, then you got state-ran prisons. All the beds are filled. Full. You say full or filled? Whichever way, you all get the gist of what I'm saying. There's no room at the prison. And so what they'll do is they'll keep you at a county jail. And basically they call it a Class D facility, which means that instead of just holding county inmates, they'll hold state inmates. So if you're doing state time, anything under like 10, 15 years, you can literally do your time in a county jail. They have different so-called perks that a normal county jail doesn't have. Like if you get to a good one, you get to go out and work in the community, as though that's a privilege. Me, I never wanted to go out and work. That's probably why I did so much time, because I was just, I don't know, I just really wasn't with going to pick up cans and dead roadside, you know, along the roads and weed eating and 90-degree weather. I wasn't with it, man. But nevertheless, that's an opportunity that you have, if you want to call it an opportunity, and you get good time. You only make like $12.60 a month if you're at one of these facilities. But hey, you're not in the cell all day long. They done sent me to Three Forks Regional Jail. That is one of the worst, at least back then, that was one of the worst Class D facilities that they could send you to. That was like the punishment jail. If you somewhere else and then you got into trouble fighting or getting into it with the staff or, you know, whatever the case may be, they threaten to send you to Fulton County, which is on the, I think it's on the border of Tennessee and Kentucky. Like right there on the line, Western Kentucky. Or they'll send you to Three Forks Regional Jail. Man, Three Forks Regional Jail was awful. First of all, it's in the eastern part of Kentucky. Racist as hell at the time. And it wasn't really that many black people there, you know, so it just wasn't a very good facility to be in. Visits were only 30 minutes. So your family drives all the way 2 hours, 2.5 hours to come and see you, way up in the sticks to see you for 30 minutes. And you have to talk to them through a glass. It's an awful facility. Awful. Again, this was like 2008, 2007. Somewhere right around in that range. Maybe 2009. But nevertheless, I'm there. I go into the cell. I'm already pissed. Because when they sent us to this jail, we were leaving the county jail. So when they call B&B in the morning, that means pack it up. About 4 o'clock in the morning, they're going to get on the loudspeaker, B&B. Then they're going to call your name. Once they call your name, you hear B&B, B&B, we all we got. You happy, you getting out of that county jail. You excited, man. You like, oh, man, I'm going to the pen, which is the Rotary Farm. You go to the Rotary Farm, you get processed, classified, physical exam, mental evaluation, whatever. Then they send you off to your permanent residence, wherever you're going to be, permanently housed at. We get downstairs to the property room or whatever. It's about 17 of us. Actually, it was 19 of us. I never will forget. Everybody's excited. Like I said, when you leave in that county jail, man, it's crazy because you're actually happy. You're excited to be going to prison. Now, how crazy does that sound? But it's the truth. Guys hate that county jail. It's awful. Once you get to prison, you got contact visits. You get to get haircuts. You get to get, you can walk the yard, lift weights, play basketball, pool, ping pong, just have space, freedom, go to the law library, go to the regular law, library rather. It's so much better in prison. It's so much better on the streets. So I don't want to endorse prison or being incarcerated whatsoever. However, if you find yourself in that situation, prison is much better than the county jail. So we're all in line or what have you, and I see 2 brown bags. I see my name on it. Ken's. There's another individual. His name is on the bag. They call us to and tell us to step in this line over here. Well, hold up. I'm trying to go with them. What do you mean step in this line over here? I'm trying to go to the Rotary Farm with them. Step in this line, sir. COs act like they so tough. Step in this line, sir. I'm not gonna tell you again. Oh, what? Huh? You gonna hit that little red thing on the little red button on your radio? Signal 7 in the property room. Signal 7 in the property room. Signal 7 means an emergency. It's an issue, a fight. So get here fast. They talk real tough. Not all COs. There's some cool COs. But you got some COs that, and I always make fun. I poke fun at them because they hit that panic button. They'll be talking real greasy. So what's up, man? I don't care nothing about you being no CO. What's up? Signal 7 in the property room. Signal 7 in the property room. They just panic. All the tough talk just went out the window. Nevertheless, there are some COs that will get with you. Let's not get it misconstrued. But at any rate, I'm in the other line. I see Three Forks Regional Jail written on the other side of the bag. Oh, man, I've already heard about Three Forks Regional Jail. It's a nightmare. You do not want to go to Three Forks Regional Jail. There's nothing you can do. Once the state has already determined that you're going to a Class D facility, there's nobody to talk to. You can't, it's not like you can talk to people into, hey, man, let me holler at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the pen with everybody else, man. No, my friend. So a couple of my partners that's over on the other side, oh, man, I know you sick, dog. I'm like, man, I'm sick, dog. I ain't trying to go to no Class D facility. 9 times out of 10, once you go to a Class D facility, you're stuck in the Class D circuit. So you may be able to go to another facility, but it's going to be a Class D facility. And it's difficult to get transferred. You're just like stuck. Only way you're going to the pen is if you like really do something, you catch a major write-up. It's going to be something major in order to go to the penitentiary. I'm not trying to do that. You don't want to go to the parole board with a major write-up. So I'm sick. I get down to Three Forks Regional Jail, Beattyville, Kentucky. Man, awful. Just as I've heard, awful. They send me in the cell. The cell is packed. I'm talking about this cell was probably meant to hold no more than 12 people. It's about 25 people in the cell. People sleeping everywhere on the floors, by the bathroom, under the toilets, everywhere. Like literally, and I can't believe that they're allowed to get away with this. There were so many inmates locked up. Remember, I always tell you, locking people up is a business. So they're not going to turn anybody away because per inmate that they house, the state pays them per day. I forget exactly how much it is, but let's just say it's $70-$80 a day. It's something like that. I don't know the exact figures. Well, they receive a check, and they're going to, out of that $70-$80, they're going to try to, they tell you in Kentucky, our only job is to keep you alive when you're in prison. you want good, better medical care, if you want better food, if you want, better recreation or whatever, people to treat you better, keep your ass out of prison. Our only job is to keep you alive. So that 70, 80 bucks a day, they trying to spend the least amount of that money. You get what I'm saying? To house you and to feed you, and then the rest goes in somebody's pocket. It's business. Business is business, B. Nevertheless, I walk inside, like I said, there's people everywhere, man. Tension in the air. You got one TV, a 13-inch TV. You got one microwave. You got two phones. It's just like, man, this is terrible. I know it's going to go down. I know that we going to get down. Plus, I'm just like, man, whatever, man. I didn't care because I didn't want to be there anyway. So I know it's going to go down. I look around the cell. Out of the 25 people, it's probably, it's probably 3 other black dudes in there. One dude, man, Goldie, I can tell he's kind of like the pod bully. I can just look at him and tell. I go over, I'm walking past his rack. He got like the little clothes hanger hanging down to, for some privacy or whatever. So put like a little line up or whatever, a string, and then you put some clothes. It covers the opening part of your bed up or whatever, because you don't want to just roll over and just look at dudes all day long. He's flamed out. He got all red or whatever. He speaks, but it's just kind of one of them. It ain't no, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? My name is Goldie or whatever. He from Cincinnati. He was from, I forgot what part of Cincinnati. I want to say Avondale. Shout out to Cincinnati, 513, man. The whole Ohio. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. But I want to say he was from Avondale. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking Avondale. And, he was just kind of, I don't know. I don't really want to call him shady. Just on some, I'm speaking, but I don't know you, so. Cool. Prison, jail, whatever. I ain't tripping. I found my little area to where I can just kind of put my stuff in, but I don't really have that much room. I'm on the floor. I got a mat. I got my little bag that they give me or whatever. I'm immediately trying to figure out how can I get out of this facility. I am not supposed to be, I'm not trying to be here. You know what I mean? So probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks goes past. They start to clear out the dorms. Now, when they clear out the dorms, meaning instead of 25 people being there, now it's the normal amount of people. They're constantly getting new people. So you may have 3 or 4 people, over the amount that's supposed to be in the dorm. They sit in there for a few days, sleep on the floor, then they get moved out. Well, as time went on, there was an individual. There was an individual named Lil Earl. Lil Earl, man, was cool, man. Lil Earl was a white dude. He looked older than what he really was. You ever seen them white dudes? You ever seen anybody, period? They hair is missing all in the front right here, but they really ain't like in their 20s. Well, Lil Earl looked like that, man. He had a beard. Lil Earl wasn't nothing but maybe 5'8". No, he wasn't 5'11". Stop that. Stop it. Lil Earl, stop it. Everybody can't be 5'11", okay? Lil Earl was about 5'8", weighed about 160 pounds, man. Just a cool dude. Well, Lil Earl had the bag. When I say had the bag, he was getting the tobacco. He was getting the smoke in. I think he was from that area or one of the surrounding counties. And so, he knew people. Therefore, it was easier for him to get the bag in. Go back to Goldie. Goldie was 5'11". Goldie was about 5'11", 225, dark-skinned dude. He wasn't bald-headed. He just had a shortcut. Called him Goldie because he had all golds, like at the top, a couple at the bottoms, like the fangs or whatever. And he's tatted up or whatever. As I mentioned, he's from Cincinnati. Shout out to the 513. Goldie was somewhat of a bully, and you could already tell, you could just tell in his swag excuse me, I apologize. You could just tell by his walk, he just kind of walked on his toes a little bit, and Goldie looked like he, used to play football or something. I'm assuming that he did. Like he was a big dude. Obviously, he had done time before. Yeah, I'm prejudging him. Yeah, the nigga had done time before. I'm sorry. Just based on looking at him, I could tell that he had done time before. Respectfully. And so, Goldie and I didn't really speak much. There was another dude that was from Cincinnati. He was cool. Called him Black. He was cool. And then there was another dude, the other black dude that I'm speaking of. He was all right, but I'm not even going to say he was all right, but he just kind of more so kicked it with the white dudes. Ain't nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We'll come to find out, The other dude, the other black guy that I'm speaking about, him and Goldie had actually gotten into a fight probably about a week before I got there. They had squashed it. They was cool. So they were, able to coexist and be in the same cell together. I'm painting a picture for you all that have never been to prison or never been in a county jail. It's terrible. You got one shower, man. You got one toilet, man. You know what I mean? Well, you got two toilets. You got one where you sit down and one where you stand up. And you're lucky to have that. Dudes, commissaries getting taken. Bags are being taken. Dudes getting trucked. When I say trucked, like, you in line for the phone. It's 5 people. Hold on. Who's in line? Who's next? No, I'm here. Give me his phone. All type of stuff going on. I seen Goldie doing a lot of that. I'm like, man, this dude, man. And I'm knowing that him and I are going to bump heads because I just kind of know how I am. He would say little stuff about Kentucky. And the black slept right underneath me. Pause. Double pause. Triple pause. I'm on the top bunk. Black is on the bottom bunk. So being they both from Cincinnati, Goldie would often come, in my bed area or whatever and speak with Black. One day I'm laying in the bed. He know that I'm up. He's like, yeah, man, these Kentucky dudes be soft, man. Now, you clearly know that I'm from Kentucky. These Kentucky dudes be soft, man. I feel as though he was he was saying it to directing it at me. So I'm like, shoot, my dog. I mean, what are you saying? I'm just saying, bro, I crossed the bridge and ended up getting caught up, man. Dude ratted on me and wore a wire on me. I'm like, well, dude, it's soft people everywhere. It's snitches everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you getting at me. You know I'm from Kentucky. Yeah, I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? And they got some hitters in Lexington, just like they got some hitters anywhere else. So, he said a couple words. I said a couple words. Black kind of just intervened like, come on, man, y'all chill out. Black had all golds too, Now, Black was about 6 foot, 6'1". Obviously, Black, he was black. Dark skin, ultra dark, had the short hair. But Black was older. Black was probably 6, 7, 8 years older than us. So he was like, he was cool, man. Y'all chill out, man, or whatever. Other than that, I believe Goldie and I would have, we would have probably danced in the cell. We didn't really talk much. We out on the rec yard one day. Now, I've already mentioned to you all that Lil Earl had the bag. I've told this story before, but I've told it so long ago to where I didn't have that many subscribers at that point. So guess what? I'm going to retell it again. Lil Earl had the bag. We out on the rec yard, and it's like 4 officers walking in. Lil Earl shaky. I don't know why he's shaky. He's shakier than Don Knotts. You from that area, you know the COs, they're not really going to mess with you. He don't know what to do with the bag. He got it all wrapped up or whatever. Goldie's right there. He's like, hey, man, give it to me, man. Give me the bag. He passes the bag along to Goldie. Goldie takes the bag and walks off. Puts it wherever he puts it at. The COs walk right past, they talk to her. Hey, how you doing, man? Speaking or whatever. Walk right past him, though, other than, brief conversation. They were just out there. They didn't shake anybody down. They didn't pat anybody down, anything of the sorts that day. They stay out there for about 10 minutes or so. They go back inside. Goldie remains outside on rec. Earl was outside on rec just as well. It's a long time ago, so I'm trying to, recollect and tell you all exactly how it happened. So they outside on the rec yard. Goldie didn't say anything else to Earl. Earl didn't say anything else to Goldie. They get back inside maybe about, 30, 45 minutes later. Earl goes up to Goldie. Hey, bro, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate, you taking that bag for me. Goldie's like, shoot, man, ain't no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? What, can I get my bag back, though? What do you mean get your bag back? I mean, I was just giving it to you so that the people, wouldn't catch it on me, man. I'd break you off, a couple cigarettes or whatever, but, I need my bag back. Man, I ain't giving you nothing back. This is my bag. It's my bike, punk. Huh? I wouldn't even trip. Pops, man, he want me to come over and ask for my bike back. What bike? The beach cruiser. The one I let you use a couple weeks ago. Oh, that bike. Yeah, it'd be like both of ours. It was one of those situations, but it wasn't like it'd be like both of ours. It's what bag? This is my bag. Goldie felt as though I took the risk. You passed it along to me. What if they had to shoot me down and I got caught with it? You know what I mean? So, nah, this is mine. I'm not giving you this bag back. Earl's kind of like, huh? Now I'm sitting there, I'm seeing this whole situation. I'm feeling both sides though. I don't have anything to do with it, but the rec yard is small. You see exactly what's going on. I feel what Goldie was saying, but I kind of feel what Earl was saying just as well. I kind of side with Goldie, to be honest, but at the same time, Goldie was a bully, and I really didn't too much like, I didn't really like him like that, because he threw his size around a lot. Knowing that you wouldn't do it in a real life penitentiary with them lions, tigers, goons, and bears, you probably would, because of strength in numbers. So if you with your clique or your hood or whatever, you would probably do it if you had numbers. But just on a regular, I don't believe that he would have acted that way. I definitely don't think that he would have acted that way in penitentiary. So, dude is not very happy with Goldie whatsoever. But what can he really do, man? What can he really do? Goldie is a gorilla, like a real life gorilla. You could tell that, he was shadow boxing, so you could, you could tell that he had hands, man, or that he knew how to box. I don't know if he could really fight. So you got people that know how to fight, and you got people that know how to box, man. There's a big difference. I got into it with a boxer one time, and I told him, bro, we was on the basketball court, one of the cardinal sins. This dude was from Covington, Kentucky. Shout out to Covington. We got into it, and it was crazy, man. Him was cool, man. I guess he was just having a day. Now, we didn't actually fight, but, I knew that he had hands. I seen him on the punching bag, man, slipping, and I knew. I told him, man, hey, you know how to box. I know how to fight, man. I ain't want no parts of the dude, but I had to say something, to keep him up off of me, but I ain't want no parts of him, whatever. But basically what that means is I'm going to do whatever I got to do, any means necessary to win. You think I'm going to just fight you head up and you know how to box? Anyway, the two of them was going back and forth or whatever. Now, Earl wasn't a disrespectful dude. He was just quiet. No problem. Goldie got that bag off. He made his money. Goldie liked to smoke too. Well, guess what? Once the bag is gone, there's no more. You want it to continue to come in, but you don't have a plug. Earl took the little loss, kept it coming in. Goldie runs up on him one day. Hey, man, get that bag out, man. What you mean get that bag out? Get that bag out. Now, let me tell you, Earl, he was somewhat smart. When he had that bag, guess what that bag was at? They call it keistering in prison, in jail. Keistering. Yeah, you grab it, you wrap it real tight, and I ain't never witnessed it, and I definitely have never, ever, ever done this. Never. Wouldn't recommend doing it. They put it up in them. They put the grease on there, Vaseline, whatever. They put it up in them, so when they come in, they get patted down, they walk through the look. They got like a little machine, and it can detect, if anything's on you or whatever. Well, you got it keistered. I don't understand. People say that people have keistered cell phones. I don't know how in the hell anybody would do that. And the charger. But hey, to each his own. He got it keistered. Goldie knows that he has a keister. Man, get that out, man. Yeah. I'm about to rob you right here. Yeah, robberies go down in prison too. Just ain't no guns. You got knives, you got hands, you got weapons or whatever. You got people that'll just jump you or whatever, threaten you, extort you. Get that out, man. Man, I don't have anything, brother. I don't have anything, man. Get it out, man. Earl's, he's telling him, listen, man, I don't have anything. Next thing you know, bam! Go to, let's rewind it. That's my manual rewind for you all that don't know. Now, I did like this, bam! But he didn't punch him. It was more so like, bam, he slapped him. Slapped fire out of him. Slapped him hard, man. When he slapped him, dude kind of hits the ground, like he hits the wall and kind of slides down the wall, man. Slides down the wall. Y'all remember the video game Mike Tyson's Punch Out? And was it Glass Joe? I think Glass Joe was the first guy. And you hit Glass Joe and he gets to doing all this when he falls down. That's how he falls. Well, that's how little Earl felt. Man, this is crazy. Goldie grabs his pants, pulls his pants down. Literally pulls his pants down. Now, this is what let me know. This is what let me know that Goldie already knew he was going to do this because he had some gloves. He already had the gloves on him. Again, he knew that Earl was keistering it. So I guess he felt like, shoot, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to take it. I'm going to get it myself. Dude was little. Like I said, only 160 pounds. Pulls his pants down, man, after he put the gloves on. And he's trying to go up in him, man. He's trying to go up in him and get that sack up out of him, man. Violating him. Major violation. Lil Earl, he finally gives it up. Here, man, here. Gives it to him or whatever. Now, Goldie say, man, anything that goes down in here, as far as what you bringing in, I want a part of it. If it's a nickel bag sold in the park, I want a piece of it. So now he's really on some extortion, man. A few weeks goes past, man. Nothing said. Nobody's really said anything. I'm like, man, that's messed up, man. That is really messed up, man. Man, stall him out, Goldie. That's how I feel, man. Like, damn, you picking on this little dude. But hey, that's part of being locked up, man. You playing the game, you got the bag. Dudes want smoke. Dudes want to get high. What you mean you got it and you ain't gonna share? You gonna sell to whoever you want to sell? Nah, it's a dirty game. It's a dog-eat-dog world in penitentiary, in prison, incarcerated, period. Mama can't help you, youngsters. Ain't no getting on the phone and mama can't do nothing. I never will forget, Goldie was he was laying on his bed. He had the bottom rack. Remember I told you he had the little line hanging, and he would always keep his clothes to cover him up or whatever. Cover up the opening part of his bunk. Nobody really thought anything of it. Well, Earl had went to the microwave, had some water. Put the water in the microwave. It was just boiling. Now, mind you, a few weeks had passed. Hadn't been any tension, hadn't been anything said between them. It may have been a week or two. I don't know if it was exactly 3 weeks, but I know that some time had elapsed. Little Earl puts that water in the microwave, it's boiling. Again, nobody thought anything of it. You use the microwave people boil water all the time, for your noodles and when you're going to cook and things of that nature. Didn't think anything of it. He had a big old bowl, man. Grabs the bowl. Again, just a normal day. He walks over past Goldie, Goldie's bed. I keep wanting to call him by his real name. Walks over by Goldie's bed. Hey, Goldie. Hey, brother. You know how Goldie pulls the clothes back, peeps his head out. Man, as soon as he peeps his head out, foosh! Man, he throws that hot water, man, all in Goldie's face. Now, luckily, Goldie seen it, so he was able to turn, so it didn't hit him like in his eyes and straight ahead, but it still got on him, and he was like trying to cover up, and it burned him. All you heard was, he was screaming. Little Earl pulled that curtain down that he had, pulled it all the way down, had a lock and a sock. He already had it on him. Nobody seen that. He had a lock and a sock. He started beating him with it. Boom, boom. Man, he's not saying a word. I'm talking about he was beating this dude so bad, but Goldie's kind of covering up, so he's not getting the full blow, but he's still getting hit. Just like a lock and a sock. Even if you covering up, you getting hit in your arms, your elbows, your side, the top of your head, the side of your face. He's punishing dude, man, with this lock and a sock. This particular dorm that we was in, it's all it's called the Loop. So if anybody's ever been in Three Forks Regional Jail in Beattyville, Kentucky, we was in the back in the Loop. Where the Loop, you got a guards tower in the middle, and then you got like maybe 4 different dorms. Everything is glass, so you can see through. Now it's crazy because you can't see out. They have a tent on the glass, so you can't really see out. You can see maybe a shadow, silhouettes, things like that, but they can see. People can see in. The COs can see in. If it makes any sense. They see what's going on. They run in. They do the signal 7, whatever code, that they use or whatever. They see him beating the brakes. Remember, he was from that area, though. So they know that this guy's demeanor. They know that he's not a bully. They know, speaking about Lil Earl, they know that he doesn't bother anybody. So they were kind of slow to, for everybody to come in and break it up or whatever. So they finally get him up, man. Earl, man, they got to get the nurse. He's messed around, man. Not Earl. Goldie, he's messed around, man. And he got blood all on him, got hot water, his skin is peeling, man. He's done got hit with the lock and the sock about 30 or 40 times. And, the medical, they come in. and they end up taking Goldie out of there. They end up taking him to the hospital. He had to go to the hospital, not the infirmary or not the nurse's station. No, he had to go to the hospital. He suffered some bad burns. Just imagine, man, you put that water in a microwave until boiling point. Man. They end up taking Earl, put him in the hole, and I never saw neither one of them ever again after that. I would have imagined that they probably sent little Earl to the penitentiary. And I don't know if they wrote him up. I don't know. Because I'd never seen either one of them again. I ended up getting out of there maybe about 3 weeks later. They finally transferred me. I wrote notes every single day. Hey, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. I fear for my life. I said whatever I need to say with integrity. I ain't say nothing crazy or whatever. Telling on nobody, nothing like that. So finally, they said, hey, man, get this dude out of here, man. He's just not going to stop. So I ended up getting transferred. And I never seen either one of those dudes ever again. It just goes to show that when you picking on people and you think that a person is not going to do anything simply because they're smaller than you or you have numbers or they're quiet and they're humble, man, you never know. You're in jail for a reason. Now, everybody that goes to jail is not violent. I don't mean that you're violent just because you're in jail, but at the same time, man, like you're a man. You're a grown man and you're not going to, you already violated me. First of all, you took my bag. Then you came in and you put your hands on me. You slapped me like a little bitch. Excuse my French. You slapped me, you backhanded me. You know what I mean? Then you walking around, with your shirt off, doing push-ups and trying to physically intimidate me. And then you try to violate me. You put my pants down and put some gloves on and act as though you're going up in me to where I'm just like, here, man, take it. So now I can't make any money because anytime I'm trying to make money, you want what I'm bringing in. Nah, man. It ain't going down like that. And he had a plan. I guess that's why he never checked out of the cell. I guess that's why he, because he easily could have gone to the COs and be like, hey, man, this dude is doing this. Or if he didn't want to tell whatever, hey, I fear for my life in here. Get me. Nah, he had a plan, man. I'm going to catch you. And he caught him in that bed that day. Totally off guard, man, and threw that scalding hot water on him. I don't know if he put baby oil because they sold baby oil. So I don't know if he put the baby oil in the water. The baby oil makes you put that baby oil in there. I've used it before. Luckily, I didn't have to use it, but I was about to use it on somebody. And that baby oil, man, it makes that skin peel. Because the first thing, think about it. Somebody throws something in your face, water or whatever. You go to grabbing your face, and as soon as you do that, the skin gets to peeling or whatever. All type magic shave, all type of stuff people will use to defend themselves in the penitentiary, just in jail, period. Often wonder about Goldie. Whatever happened to him? I don't know if he went to the penitentiary with it right up. After all, he was the victim. But I'm quite sure that they did an interview. They went back and looked at the cameras, or they probably asked a couple people. And they, ain't nobody going to say it directly in front of everybody. But I'm quite sure some dudes was like, hey, man, he was bullying him, man. He was smacking him. He was taking his cigarettes. So I'm quite sure that, I don't know. That's interesting. I would love to know whatever happened with Goldie. I would love to know if Goldie's even still alive to this day, man. I mean, because being a bully in life, you're going to get your issue. You're going to get your issue one way or another. Feels so good to be back. I missed you all, man. You all don't know your comments, man. Your Get Well Ken's comments and just your comments, period. They really, really uplifting, man. I appreciate everybody that's out there that rocks with the channel. That was just a song that I was singing prior to the me recording. I'm not a singer. I'm not trying to sing, so you can hold all your, hey, Kens, you can save the singing. I'm not trying to be a singer. You know what I mean? Music makes me happy. And I'm just so happy to be back, man. Hopefully you all like the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And be sure to hit that post notification. Same time I bring you this action and this heat, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive, man. Real Ken's TV.